If you're looking for instant and cheap Madden Ultimate Team coins, make sure to check out mobilemaddencoins.com and use the discount code RBT for 10% off your purchase. Yo, what is going on, everybody? This is Samuel Brown, aka RBT, coming at you with the Madden 17 player game faces versus real life faces. I thought it was a pretty cool video to put together. We haven't had every player's face obviously revealed for the Madden 17 graphics yet, but I put together the best pictures I could find of the players that have been released and compared them to their real life faces to see how close EA actually has the player faces in the game compared to their real life face, so we can really see how EA are improving their graphics, and I thought it was pretty cool. So if you guys do enjoy the video, make sure to drop a like, and if this video can hit 1,000 likes, guys, I will make the Madden 17 game faces versus the Madden 16 game faces. So if you want to see that, which is another video I think will be really cool, if you do want to see it, like I said, drop a like, and if we get 1,000 likes, we will do that. With that said, let's get into the video. So I ended up finding about 22 different screenshots of different players to compare in this video, and the first one we are going to compare is Aaron Donald of the Rams, and he actually looks pretty freaking close to his real life face. EA did a good job on Aaron Donald, and what I'm probably going to do for the video is just give a rating out of 10 for how close they actually look to the real life face, and this one I'd probably say like an 8 out of 10. The face isn't the clearest in this picture, but I mean, they don't have his little beard type thing going on in his actual face in the game, but I'm not sure if he has that in real life anymore. But the next one we're going to compare is AJ Green. Now AJ Green's actually looks pretty similar as well. His eye color is definitely black, and it kind of looks a little hazel in the game. Maybe I'm just colorblind myself, but they do have the mustache going on in the game, and it looks pretty close to AJ Green. I would definitely say probably another 8 out of 10 when it comes to AJ Green. Next we have Adrian Peterson, and I think this one is pretty decent. We didn't really have the best picture to compare when it comes to the screenshots released. The one thing I do notice though is the fact that if you look in the picture, it looks kind of like he has baby blue eyes, kind of a little bit. I don't know, maybe it's just the lighting in the picture, but as you can tell, he definitely has brown eyes in real life, so that's kind of off. And his nose is pretty similar. They do have the mustache going on in the game as well, so I'd probably say a 7 out of 10 when it comes to Adrian Peterson. And next we have Big Ben, and I think this one so far, and by far, is the closest to his real life face. Pretty much looks spot on. Eye color is spot on. Nose looks spot on. And it just looks just like freaking Ben Roethlisberger. So I'd probably say like a 9.5 out of 10 in this picture. And next we have Cam Newton, and the only pictures I could find of Cam in Madden 17 has a visor on, so it kind of takes away from his face. But once again, pretty good job by EA when it comes to Cam Newton. Is it as good as Ben Roethlisberger's? I'm not sure, but I mean, still pretty good job by EA. Like I said, I'd probably give it an 8 out of 10. Next, moving on to Doug Martin, and when I first saw the screenshot of his in-game face, I was like, that doesn't look like Doug Martin. But when I put their faces side by side, he does look pretty freaking close to what he looks like in real life as he does in Madden 17. Has the mustache going. Definitely not the most realistic face, but it looks a lot closer than I thought initially. I'd probably give this one probably an 8 out of 10. And in the comments, guys, I want you to let me know who you think EA did the best job on recreating their face in the game. Who you think has the most similar face in the game as they do in real life. And next, moving on to the first rookie in this video, and that is Ezekiel Elliott. And he looks very pissed off in the picture that I have. The only thing, man, the nose does not look really anything like his nose in real life, so I would be pissed off if I was him too, if they gave me that freaking nose. But I mean, pretty similar. I'd probably give it a 7 out of 10. The eyebrows are completely spot on, so that makes it look kind of realistic, but the nose, probably the worst nose in comparison so far in the video, but probably a 7 out of 10. And now moving on to cover boy Rob Gronkowski, and of course they're going to put a lot of effort into making his face look as close to his real life face as possible. Eye color, as you compare, they look spot on. It'd probably look even better if his face wasn't covered by a shadow by his helmet. Eyebrows spot on, and just overall, pretty good job by EA when it comes to Gronk. I'd probably give this one as well a 9.5 out of 10. And there is one player that I've already seen that I am giving a 10 out of 10, just letting you know. And next we have Dante Hightower. When it comes to his face, it looks pretty close to his real life face, except once again, they kind of screwed up on the eye color. From what I can tell, it looks like light brownish, but in real life, as you see, it's definitely a dark brown. They didn't necessarily get that right, and I can kind of see behind the helmet they're trying to get the dreads going, but the dreads aren't the same color either. So probably for Dante, I'd give him maybe a 7.5 out of 10. Next we have Jamaal Charles, and this one kind of isn't the best picture. There really wasn't many pictures of Jamaal Charles, but I mean, it's not the best, definitely, but decently similar, I would say. His eyes kind of look crooked in the screenshot, so I'm not sure if that's really how he looks like in real life, as you see right there, but pretty close by EA, not the worst job in the world. I give this one a 7 out of 10. Next we have Jimmy Graham, and to me, it doesn't really look much like Jimmy Graham. Maybe it's because it's kind of at an angle, but the nose doesn't look that similar. And just overall, man, like, I don't know. Just something about this Jimmy Graham comparison doesn't really, just don't think it looks much like him. I'd probably actually give this one like a 7 out of 10. Next we have JJ Watt, and this one, although it's not really good quality because I had to zoom in a lot, looks pretty much spot on like JJ Watt. Eyes are the same color, nose looks exactly the same, mouth, jaw, everything looks exactly the same. So really good job by EA here. So I definitely give this one probably a 9.5 out of 10. And next we have what is probably the best in-game screenshot of a player's face that we have so far, and that is Joey Bosa, another rookie, the second rookie in this video. And this one is actually very, very good. The eye color, as you see in the in-game screenshot, looks really bright greenish, and I'm not sure why it is so emphasized being bright green. As you see his eyes right here to the left, they actually look like they're kind of different colors. Maybe I'm just dumb, but they look kind of different colors. But his nose is spot on and pretty much looks just like Joey Bosa aside from the eye color. I don't know, maybe it's just the lighting, but I definitely give this one like an 8 out of 10. And now here is the player, guys, that I think is the most accurate when it comes to his in-game face, and that is Julio Jones. His last year's face in Madden 16 wasn't that similar, and this one, it looks spot on. Maybe it's just because I've seen a lot of Julio Jones, I've watched him play ever since high school, but that in-game face right there looks exactly like Julio Jones, and I have no other way to put it. Just everything about him looks exactly like he does in real life, so I'm giving this one a 10 out of 10. And next, Lamar Miller looks completely pissed off. Like, the dude's eyelids are like halfway missing, dude. So this one is actually probably the worst one so far. I mean, it kind of resembles Lamar Miller, but honestly, I don't blame him for looking pissed off in the picture. He just looks like he hates his life because it does not look anything like him. Now, his nose is pretty spot on, but that's about it. I'll probably give this one the worst rating so far, probably a 6 out of 10. Next, we have Odell Beckham Jr., which just like Cam, all of his pictures have a visor on them, so it kind of messes up the face when it comes to the lighting, but looks pretty much exactly like Odell. It looked just like Odell in Madden 16 since he was a cover athlete, so all they could do from them was just make improvements. So it looks just like Odell, but from what I can tell, it looks just like Odell, and that rhymes, so pretty much call me Edgar Allan Bro, but I would give this one a 9 out of 10. Next, we have Oliver Vernon, and once again, the face is not necessarily the best picture, but the only one I could find of him. But for the most part, when you compare these faces, looks just like him. Got the mustache going. He does not have the beard, though. Don't know why EA's neglecting the players' beards. I mean, it takes a while to grow them things out, so they should add them in the game. But regardless, I don't know. I'd probably give this one an 8 out of 10. Next, we have Patrick Peterson, and to me, guys, this really doesn't look much like Patrick Peterson. It does resemble him, but definitely not the best job by EA. Maybe it's just the angle of the picture and the fact that he's looking to the left or something and he's not looking straight towards the camera. His nose isn't looking similar. I don't know. Just doesn't look anything like Pat Pete to me. I mean, maybe just a little bit, but I'll give this one a 7 out of 10. Now, Russell Wilson's is pretty spot on, as you probably expect. The more I look at it, it kind of looks kind of funny in the screenshot, but of course, it's a pretty good resemblance of Russell Wilson as it was in Madden 16, and pretty much all the quarterbacks look exactly like they do in real life, but I'd probably give this one an 8 out of 10. And next, we have Richard Sherman. And now that I'm looking at this picture again, his nose looks nothing like it does in real life. It looks a lot fatter than it does in real life, as you see on the right. But aside from that, it looks like Richard Sherman, like it should, and I'll probably give it an 8 out of 10. Next, we have Ndamukong Suh, and this is another one that I think is pretty much spot on and a great job by EA. I'd probably give it like a 9.5 out of 10. Like I said, the only one I'm giving a 10 out of 10 to is Julio Jones. And make sure to give your ratings on how you think EA did on these player faces in the game in comparison to a real life. But once again, Ndamukong Suh, although it's not the best picture, like he's not looking straight towards the camera in game, but his nose is spot on. Just everything looks just like Ndamukong Suh does in real life. And last but not least, we have a comparison of Tom Brady. And honestly, maybe it's just the picture again, maybe just the screenshot in the game, but out of all the quarterbacks in this video, which I think there was 3 or 4, I think he by far actually looks the least like he does in real life in comparison to his in-game face in Madden 17. Maybe it's, like I said, just the way the picture is, but I just don't see that much of a... I mean, I see a resemblance, obviously, but not as spot on as maybe a Russell Wilson or Ben Roethlisberger. Ben Roethlisberger was probably second, I would say, behind Julio. Maybe tied for second with Ndamukong Suh out of these. I think it was 22 players that I did get into this video. Well, that, guys, is going to do it for this Madden 17 player face comparison to the real life faces. If you did enjoy, hopefully you did, make sure to drop a like And like I said, if you do want to see a Madden 17 versus Madden 16 player face comparison video, let me know by dropping a like, and if we get 1,000 likes, I will most definitely do that. Let me know in the comment section below which player you think looks the most like they do in real life from this video, and just let me know what you think about some of the player faces in Madden 17. But with that said, guys, be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I will catch you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.